Yo,
So, welcome to the podcast. We don't have a name for this podcast
the Mason
yet.
and Io show.
Yeah, so we're recording a podcast because I saw that, why not?
We got a lot to talk about.
A lot
A
to
lot of
talk
interesting
about.
things happening in life. So
Lots
you
of experiences.
got to document it.
Yeah. So, my name is Ayo. I'm a marketer. I'm a lot of things. Run a business, digital nomad, retired now, Sammy. Make music. Fashion icon.
Cap.
What else?
Cap.
This is
Yeah, I'm Mace, artist, model, entrepreneur. Just started marketing as well myself. Yeah,
it's been over a year.
it's been over a year now. That's mad. It's flown by.
Really just that.
But yeah, also digital nomad as well. Been around a little bit. So yeah, man.
So semi retired for now.
Yeah, man. So yeah.
That's it.
How do we meet?
How did you eat? I think it
So-
was on Estelle Park. Like this is time. What was this like? Well, we were 11. So what? 12
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah, so I moved from an area in the centre of Nottingham. I moved house, went down to a place called Chilwell, little small place just outside. And yeah, I remember going to the park, meeting one guy who's my boy, C Rose. And then, yeah, I remember seeing this Donny, and yeah, just became boys from then. Probably two of the only ethnic minorities around that group, around that area. So
Honestly, yeah, Chilwell. It was. I swear, it was just me, your family, and James. Like the Lotations were the only three black families there for like a good 10 years. So yeah, we met on the park. I think he had this like that multicolored jacket. Do you remember that one?
Yeah. I had some mad drip, some multicolored hoodie, roller skates, lollipop in mouth, and I remember you just saying, you just thought, who's this prick?
Who's this buddy?
Who's
But
this
then
guy?
went to Estelle. When we got closer, it was after you fell out with Zero.
Yeah.
For a little bit. What was it?
So
I don't even know why it was over, but then like, yeah.
Something small, but yeah, then we ended up getting closer through, just a little bit of a falling out of friends, and had the same interests in it always, business, drive, music especially, and yeah, had that in common in it. So yeah, and then until now, literally always on the same thing really.
Yeah, we went to different schools for a bit, but you just lived around the corner, innit? So I was there, and my mum decided to abandon me in Nigeria. My guy came through.
Got shipped.
Yeah, literally, my mum literally left with my dad, and and just left, took all my passports, and that's where he started like a GoFundMe.
I started a GoFundMe page. And the pictures, him sat on my
On the
sofa, just
like that.
smiling. And I started it, and I must have raised about like what 200. I can't lie. I think I did take a little 20 for myself, or 30. I had to, you know what I mean. But I still got the job done.
So I used a combination of that. So the money I saved up, make a great escape, and come back. And then we did gardening. So yeah, we were around one of the first jobs actually. He was gardening in the summer. And you have when we used to carry the tools, we didn't have any car or anything, so we would be carrying. Imagine you're carrying a lawnmower, you're going across
the A52.
different places in Nottingham with the lawnmower. You got the hedge trimmer, just like some feet. It was funny, but it was good times though. Yeah,
that was the main thing in it. Like, was always talking about business, how to make money in a different way rather than just a normal job. You know what I mean? That was always the plan.
Yeah, and then went traveling. I started traveling, it was almost 2 years ago now, because I couldn't be at home. So I went to Turkey. Stayed there for a few months, and then I started my nomad journey. And I think basically seeing he said, okay, well, you're going to try and go to Thailand. I didn't really think it was serious at first, to be fair. But then man booked the flight and it was in Thailand. I was like, oh, all right then.
Yeah, I remember I was searching from like a year before, looking at Australia, Thailand and a few other places. I was thinking, where can I go? Seen a lot of stuff about working in Australia. Then I seen Thailand, cheap cost of living. And yeah, you can have a like online business or find a way to make money there. So I was like, I'm just going to stack all year and then just get there and just went, didn't even make any plans, booked a cheap Airbnb for £120 a month and just dipped, literally just dipped.
I remember that Airbnb when I first came.
That was trash. It was trash, but I was happy. It was in a village, just a small, quiet village. I remember for the first probably 3 weeks of being there, I literally didn't talk to anyone. No, sorry, that's an exaggeration. Maybe like the first 7-8 days, I was just in a village, didn't speak to anyone. I was just going to the shop, buying food, going back, and just walking around, just taking it in, like, rah, mad. That's a big why. That's a big why for that. Why for that?
Yeah, so he was there actually a month earlier, and I came. When did I come?
Pause.
When did I? I'm thinking. I think it was after Afro Nation. The first time, my first Afro Nation, then I went to Israel. Actually, I came after Amafest. Then I left, then went to, where did I go? Yeah, I went to Israel first, a month before the big war started. Spent a few days there, and then took the flight out to Thailand. And we were in Thailand, and we lived there for like 7 months. Was it like 7 months?
Yeah, I was about 8. He was about 7.
7.
It's a long time, to be fair. That's a long time to be living in Asia, but the time just went so quick.
It did.
Went so quick because we had a good routine. That's the thing.
Yeah, good routine. Got the first Riverside apartment brings some memories. That's a nice condominium. I like those condominiums because they have like the service to come. It's just better. You got like you can actually get deliveries there as well, which is one of the main things. I think that's when we first started taking the Shilajit or Magic Tree.
Yeah.
We sent out the Shilajit. So if you guys, you tell them what Shilajit is.
Yeah, Shilajit's mad. So it's a supplement. We've got a client that we work with, and it basically looks like black tar from. Is it like the Amazon? Like
no, it's from like the Himalayas.
Himalayan
it's like
mountains.
Compressed minerals over hundreds and hundreds of years, and it comes in this like black tar. It tastes disgusting.
Tastes horrible. Tastes like ass. I can't lie. Don't know how
You would be familiar with that taste.
But yeah, it's good for you. Very, very good for you. The supplement. The supplement's very good for you. But
yeah, and we're making videos about the Shilajit as well, but there's just so many fake. It was so annoying because sometimes we work online, right? So we're running ads for clients, and sometimes ads are getting rejected. And I'm seeing ads for Shilajit that's talking about painting your wife's face because you've like increased your testosterone by 300%. Just straight bold-faced lies. But these is running, and it's like this AI graphic with like this girl with cream on her face. It was crazy, like for this supplement. But it's a lot more popular now. Everyone's like talking about it and stuff.
It's on TikTok and all sorts.
Yeah, and Thailand time was really fun. It was in Chiang Mai. Was it rainy season then as well?
Yeah, when I first turned up, I remember I didn't do any research into what the seasons were, but there you've literally got hot summer and you don't have winter, you just have rainy season. And I remember like I was going to the club on a motorbike and I get to the club and I'm just absolutely soaked. So I had to go backyard.
Is it spicy?
Yeah, that was the one.
That club is it's a very interesting place. You see a lot of
ladyboys.
It's more than that. You see a lot of strange people there from all over the world. Some lost souls, definitely.
I think a lot of people go there, don't they? Because they're trying to find themselves. They didn't find themselves. They just, found themselves in that club. To be fair, Asia was never a place that I really planned to go, to be honest. I was looking mainly at weather and cost of living, particularly, and because it was just becoming one of them like most popular places, innit? It was a bit of a trend in a sense, but I looked at the cost of living and I seen it was just ridiculously cheap. Like there, £20 can get you through, if you're smart with it, you can get through probably 2 days, innit?
Yeah.
I'd say you can get through 2 days, and that's haircut, travel, food twice a day, gym, and then like any kind of leisure activity. So I was just thinking, right, if I'm going to try and start up some different kind of side venture or online business, that's going to allow me to obviously live so cheap that I can build up my money there, and just saving pounds and obviously spending that currency, which is Thai baht, innit?
Yeah. Well, you was the one that chose the place. I had no intentions of going to Asia, I'm not gonna lie. But that whole year, what was it 2023? I was just saying yes to everything. So I met some random person online, went to Colombia, invited me to go to Colombia. I hired him to do like some, to run some ads. He said he had a place in Colombia. I went. He invited me to go to Asia. So I was just like, the whole year was just literally completely unscripted for me. And then I was just like, okay, cool. Like, he talked about Asia. I was like, yeah, I'm on it. Like, yeah, whatever. Like, I didn't mind. And then he went. I was like, all right, cool.
Why not pull up?
Yeah, why not pull up? So my initial intentions after I went to Turkey was actually to go towards East Africa. But then I did the exact opposite. I went to the other side of the world this way. And then the other side of the world the other way as well. Yeah, literally. So it was a wild time. But yeah, Asia was probably one of the best places I've been to for sure. It was just so... And there was in Chiang Mai as well, they had like a whole Black in Chiang Mai group. So
forgot about that.
My first things when I go to visit a place, I try and find the black groups in it. So
Yeah.
As long as you find the black like networking groups or just any networking group, you're calm, innit? Like... And because you at least find people who are similar to you, at least will speak the same language.
Yeah, we did, innit?
I'll make it a lot easier to get to, make friends, innit? Where you can actually understand each other. So,
and we had a sick group, innit? We ended up like linking up with, because obviously I do music, as mentioned. We ended up meeting up with DJs from Trinidad and South Africa, Kevin and DJ, which was sick. And they had their own event.
They've traveled Asia for like 5 years, like unless you just lived out there. So what you find is a lot of people are travelers there, but a lot of people have actually just been living out in Asia for like years, completely just left the UK, left the
rat race.
Yeah, left the West, which I don't blame them, to be fair. Thailand is it's just so beautiful. The mangoes, everything's just so tasty.
Really, the mangoes. How many mangoes do you reckon you ate in a day? Because I'm sure I seen 5 one day.
I ate mangoes every day. And what was so sad is when I came back, I went to Tesco's and there was this thing that said sweet mango. It specifically said sweet mango. I went home, I tried it.
Sour.
Oh my God, it was terrible. It was terrible. And I was like, you just can't compare it to there. The food is better, it feels healthier. And the people are so warm as well. They're so welcoming and just like soft.
Yeah. Come back to the UK. I remember when I landed back in London after being in Thailand and everyone's like bowing, like, sweaty cup. Like, and I came back and everyone's like, fucking hell. Like, it's just like, oh my God. Like, I remember getting there and it was like, get in that queue. It's just like, oh my days, I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm back. You can notice that a lot, how loud it is in the UK compared to when you're going through Thailand. I remember even on the street, no one's beeping.
Yeah.
No one's shouting.
Yeah.
So it's just quiet and peaceful all the time. Come back to the UK, beeping, shouting. Everyone's just hustling, bustling it. Like.
I feel like that's why the UK man just went out and just like took over everywhere. It's so depressing here, isn't it? Like, so they'll go to these other countries and be like, "Rah, these guys have it so good."
You lot live.
Think about it, you can literally be broke, so broke, but they're like, you can get this mangoes in the tree. It's always sunny. Like, you're not gonna freeze to death outside.
Bro, the homeless guys there look calm. Like, I swear they were smiling,
exactly.
bro.
And you know what's crazy as well? You barely see any homeless people. In Knots, you go around, and this is meant to be the first world country, right? And I see way more homeless people than I ever saw in Thailand. I think I saw, I can count on one hand how many homeless people I saw.
In Chiang Mai, I think there was 1 or 2.
There was literally 1 or 2.
1 or 2. And
then this is meant to be the developed place, but then there's literally
more poverty.
Bare just nitties around, like, it's just, that's how I knew I needed to leave Knots at one point, because I was like, I know the city so well, I even know the homeless people, some of them by name, and I was like, you know what,
John from outside August.
I've been here way too long, let me just get out, change my environment and everything. I was just working most of the time. You should have seen my day. It's just like I was living there, like just regular, because like on holidays, I feel like it's just filled with loads of excursions and like little things, like things you're constantly doing. But like we barely did any of that stuff. No. How many things did you do? We literally just went to...
I went to the zoo twice, and one time there was actually no animals there. Apparently they were all sleeping, but...
They didn't want to come out.
Yeah, they didn't want to come out, bro. So that was the only one that we actually did.
Yeah. So even when I'm traveling, my life is not actually too different, because people saw my stories, okay, he's traveling the world. Like the people thinking like it's like I'm just having fun and that, but my life is pretty much the same. I just wake up and go on my laptop and start working. Like, I go to eat, I go to the gym, literally the exact same thing.
It's just a lot more.
But obviously the environment is just a lot happier, I feel like everywhere I touch down and it's sunny, my melanin just gets reactivated or something. You know what I'm saying? Like UK, I generally don't think. It's just every winter I'm just reminded my ancestors are not from here because, bro, my hands will be getting so cold.
Feeling like a Viking.
Yeah, I swear you're like vitamin D deficient.
Yeah, fully.
From just being in this country and that. Like, as soon as the weather actually does affect your mood. As soon as you touch out in a hot country, you feel the sun on your skin, you just like...
It's called pathetic fallacy, bro.
Yeah,
like, it's literally
you
dark and rainy, you're sad.
If
you're in the sun, you wake up, you're like, yo, it's a good day. I didn't even plan it I didn't even know. I thought I was actually going on a holiday. I thought I was coming back after a month.
Yeah.
I literally thought I'm going to book my flight. And then if maybe I stay, I was like, I might, do you know what I mean? But I thought I'm going to go there for a month, book the thing for a month. And then that went so quick. I was like, might as well stay now. I've already left my job. So like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's when I started working on the marketing with me, with Ma. And first you were doing like outreach. And I told him the advertising. And that's basically how we just stayed out there. Like there's a whole group of people. Like if you go like on Instagram, there's a whole trend of people that travel in Thailand, become a digital nomad and like advertising to come to Thailand and everything. It's got so popular nowadays. But
it's mad. We did it first. not first, but like, we did it early.
But it's got like super popular now. You see people all around like telling you like, yeah, get out the rat race, come to Thailand. But yeah, it is a beautiful country. If you do go there, you do get it. Like, yeah,
it's simple life, easy life. No, not really any stress. You ain't got to worry about money. Nice weather, literally. It's lit. Right, let's see what other questions.
Lots of lady boys there as well.
Yeah, you love that bit, innit? You love that bit.
I was genuinely curious. I was thinking like, what? We went to a few other countries in Asia because we went to Vietnam, we went to Sri Lanka, and I think those are the only two. But like, I think Thailand is the only one of those places where there's just bare ladyboys. I don't really understand like why, because it's not really like advertised or anything, but it's just a big thing.
I think it could be because they're so like non-judgmental that they just allow it. So people are just
like,
moving mad.
Even the men that are there is just, I don't know, they're just more just effeminate. Like even the men, they don't necessarily have like beards. I barely see anyone like Thai person barely with like a beard or like super.
Wham.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but like they're peaceful people, and yeah, it is.
When we moved from place to place, I can't exactly remember where. When we was going to Krabi, so we was moving to a place called Krabi, a popular place from Chiang Mai. We wanted to go down south, so you've got up north, which is like the city. You've got city, waterfalls, like quite nice, quite busy, and then down south is obviously quite popular as well. So I was like, cool, let's go down south. I was saying, let's look for a hotel, let's look for an Airbnb. We didn't find one, so I was like, yo, let me just quickly book one, rapid. I booked one. Little did I know, it was like a 2.5 hour maybe 3 hour motorbike journey. And we literally was in the middle of nowhere, staying with this random family. Remember that village?
Yeah.
It's so far, but it was amazing.
Interesting because as you go down to the south of Thailand, it's like the people are a lot darker. There are a lot of people Muslim there as well, which is like a very big contrast to the north. But yeah, it was strange just being.
It was mad eye-opening because it was like, I remember just riding on the motorbike and just all the kids are running out like looking at you like, because they've probably not seen many foreigners, where most people, they would have seen quite a few foreigners, so they were just seeing us, and it was beautiful, more nature, less buildings, and people were just literally just chilling, working in their own houses. I don't even think people were working, they were just living off the land.
No, they were doing like they were fishing and that. Remember
just fishing. It's crazy, man.
Bare fish.
Yeah, it was crazy. That was amazing though. And obviously there was only, I think, one shop. There was just one. Imagine that, there's one shop, one supermarket. And apart from that, the only thing I did for fun is literally walk down the street to this, like, where the river is and you can see all the mountains. Look at them for a little bit.
Oh, there was that temple though. There was that temple that was like, it was this beautiful temple. What like religion was it? I don't really know.
Buddhist monk.
Yeah, it was just a beautiful temple. It was like in gold and everything. So there's like lots of temples in Thailand as well. It's just a beautiful country. So I would recommend anyone goes there. The only thing was just the time zone for me was just a bit crazy.
For clients in America, or our clients are in America apart from
3 a.m. in the morning all the time.
I was actually sleeping at them times. I wasn't even doing calls. I was kipping, man.
Yeah, so it was a chill. Yeah, we went to Vietnam for about, what was it, 4 days? But we're in
Was it only
Hanoi.
4 days? Bro, we
Nah, it
didn't
was
stick that
literally
out
like,
for
it
long.
was,
We didn't stick that
we
one
were just
out.
like, nah, this is not it. So, but to be fair, we didn't. I can't judge the whole country because we're only in Hanoi. But what really irked me was we were trying to find a gym and they were trying to charge like £100 or something for like a gym. It was even more
A
than
month,
that.
bro. They said so in there it's Vietnamese dong. We went in there was like, yeah, cool. And apparently Vietnam's meant to be cheaper than Thailand. We've gone upstairs, got like a consultation. They're like, yeah, that's going to be 2 million each a month for personal training for 1 hour. It was like you get to use the gym and it's 1 hour boxing personal training a month for that. And that was a few £100 or about £100 a month. And I was just like, yeah, nah.
Yeah, I
I
feel
think
like
they tried to do
that
us
was
dirty.
that was the one big deal breaker. And it was so hectic as well. There was like so many.
No lanes on the road.
Actually, yeah, it's a really big city. At first, we were in some place that was far out as well because you chose. you chose.
I wasn't very good at choosing places, was
Places
I?
that was literally like an hour and a half away, and we went into the building and it was just so dusty. Like you can see.
Oh, that's where the cockroach infestation was.
Yeah,
And there was about
and
4.
then it was like, nah, there's a cockroach. Like, I'm not sleeping here. I'm not.
I
doing
said,
it.
no, there's no way. Bro, I'm not sleeping with cockroaches, not even paying rent or nothing. Like, just there, sleeping with cockroaches on the... I hate cockroaches as well. In them countries, you kind of got to be a bit used to it. But
Yeah.
I'm there, seen one. I was like, if I see like one more cockroach, I'm bouncing. And you just see one just crawl. I was like, no, I'm going like now.
And then we went to a place that was right in the middle of Hanoi. If anyone knows, like that train street is famous.
Yeah, it's bare famous.
It's very famous, but it's literally just a train going past.
So we just stood there and just watched the train every
Watched the
day.
train every day.
Oh, that's a nice train.
That's what was that? Sugarcane juice, which is nice.
Sugarcane.
It looked kind of French there as well. You mentioned it.
Yeah, I
thought
thought that it looked French, and it was a mad guess.
And that.
It was a mad guess as well, because apparently I think France actually colonized Vietnam, and that's why they've got the meal that's the bar meal, which is a baguette, which is also a French meal. So I was onto something. I'm fucking geographical wizard. Yeah. But that was as short as that
I would
was.
try Vietnam again and just see. Funny enough, while I was in Thailand, my sister was in Vietnam, and she got engaged there. But they went like all around. They went to Ho Chi Minh and all these different places. So
They're meant to be the
I would
lit
want
bits.
to. I would definitely try it again at one point. But I don't know when I'm gonna go back to Asia though. I feel like the next place is.
It's
somewhere
not a
in
place to
Africa.
go quickly, I don't think. I don't think it's a quick holiday kind
Bro,
of place
and the
because of how
flight
far
is
it
just
is.
like, it's just long. It wasn't too bad. I split up my trips, but it's a whole 24-hour journey. Plus. And if you miss flights like this guy.
Did I miss flights? Did I? I actually blocked it out. I don't even remember. I think I've suppressed it. Which
No,
flight?
the second time.
No.
No, because you're in, what's it called? You said you missed your flight or like they need to let you take the baggage in or something.
Oh, yeah. I do remember. Yeah, it was long. Missing flights isn't the one. Luckily, they were only £30-40, but still not the best thing. And then we missed one flight together as well. Or it was
that
booked
too?
on the wrong day. Yeah. And I think that was also me. So, yeah, don't leave the travel down to me. I'm on going.
To be fair, we did go a lot of places in Thailand because we went from Chiang Mai, went to Bangkok. Oh, we went to Koh Samui. Koh Samui was really nice too.
Yeah, that was lit.
Yeah, I love that place.
Very chilled the whole time.
What's that beach place? No, there's this I'm trying to think.
Boput Beach.
Yeah,
I think it was Boput Beach, yeah.
That was cool. That was a cool place. But yeah, I would say I'm a traveler at heart. Right now, I'm here. Got my girlfriend holding me down. Shout out to her.
Hear that? Fair enough. I don't have anyone holding me down, but at the same time,
But I do want to get back out there because, like, UK, I feel like I do. You know what? People like hate on the UK a lot, but I don't mind it too much. But like, if you do travel, you get why you don't want to come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you're paying more for a shared experience. But the fact that you have pounds and you can travel around literally anywhere apart from the UK, everywhere is on discount, basically.
That's the lucky part of it, because I did say that to someone. I said, realistically, the lucky part is if you've learned to make money in pounds already, wherever you go, it's going to be worth even Australian dollars. Like, you get a lot more for your money.
Yeah.
Even now, America, loads of places. So if you can do both, if you can live here, build your money, or get pounds and then go, you're basically sorted, because you can save up double the cash that you can in the UK. But it's not ideal to live here if you want to save any type of money.
Good thing, it's a very strong currency. Bad thing, if you live in the UK, it doesn't really matter that much because everything's expensive. But if you go anywhere else, you save your money, which is a great thing about being a digital nomad and like working online. It's getting a lot more popular nowadays, but it does allow you a lot of freedom. Which is one thing I really love, because like I'm not attached to anywhere. Like
that's the best bit. I think that's the best bit about it.
Yeah, for sure, freedom, and there's just so many different ways people are making money nowadays. Like is crazy. It's crazy.
There's more options. I remember even thinking like I think you might have even said this. Like you go on Indeed and you've got like bare jobs that you can do. There's actually more online jobs than jobs on Indeed anyway. So if you think of it that way, it's like when people say, oh, I can't do that, it's like, well, there's that many jobs, how would you even know that you can't do it? There's so many different roles.
I don't know, like it's like, well, we're coming back to 2025 and some people are still like, oh, this online thing is like making like, it's like for some people it's still kind of like a taboo, which is just it's just odd because you buy stuff online all the time.
Yeah. Off people, everything.
And I've met so many different people traveling are doing just like so many different things. People that are actually employed but just have a remote job. Because think about it, like loads of people work from home nowadays. You can work from home but just be in a different country. Like if the time zone is not too different, you can.
It's the best thing ever, really, isn't it? Like you can live from any place, go from place to place when you want. Yeah,
for sure. I literally wake up. I don't need to leave my house. I'm a homebody now. So. Yeah. I did do that. I've done a lot of things in my 23 years. So I actually did start off dropshipping, reselling on eBay. That was my first little hustle, like 14, 15 years old. And I actually made a decent money off that, but it did go to my head. That's why my parents couldn't talk to me. No one could tell me anything. I was like, nah, I'm going to do this online thing. So I wasn't like didn't really care about like what was going on in school and stuff like that. So that was my first stuff, like reselling. I tried affiliate marketing too. Didn't really have that much money to put into it, so that kind of flopped. What else did I do? I tried e-commerce the first time, but then you're paying for ads and stuff, and I'm like 17, don't really have any money. I can't even work legally for most jobs anyway. So so I did that too. I landed on marketing because I just thought about things like quite strategically from a young age. I was like, well, I want to make money. Well, that's like, at first how it started. I was like, look, who's got money? Because came from an immigrant family, didn't have pocket money and stuff, so we kind of had to be more like creative, right? Like people giving money at school. You did more of like the physical route of like you're doing gardening and like physical things. At one point you were painting too, and I was like selling stuff online because I knew it was like I had an early experience of doing it, so I was like, okay, at least gives you some validation that you can do this. And I'm seeing a lot of young people, young millionaires making money online. I was like, yeah, this is the route I'm going to go. But I always knew I wanted to be a business person, to just have like control over, I wanted to work for myself. And I just thought about things like, okay, what skills you need to be an entrepreneur? And I was like, okay, I'm just going to go towards acquiring those skills. So my first job was like doing door-to-door sales. Then went to telesales. Then went to the marketing side of things. So I did have that early tries of doing things online, but it didn't really go anywhere because I didn't have money to put into it. But yeah, as I grew, I got the experience to actually work at a marketing agency. Even though I wasn't on necessarily the marketing side, I was like on the sales side, selling the products for I was working at GoDaddy. So, but they were selling like websites and stuff for like £3,000. I'm looking at the website and I was like, I can literally make better websites than this. So that's what initially planted a seed. of like going more into marketing, and I was just seeing, well, these are like the skills that I need to acquire to actually be successful in business. Because if you can't sell your products, then nothing moves until something is sold. So you need to learn how to sell. So I was like, okay, and this is a skill that, you know, for whatever I want to do in the future, business wise, I know I'm gonna need to do, you know, like have the skill of like the marketing, which I built up now. Yeah, it's just something that's just, I think it just benefits you just in life. It's just really just understanding people and how to communicate with people and convince them to do stuff, right? I've got hundreds of people to pay me that I've never met before, which I think is kind of crazy when you think about it. The whole sales, like
just a virtual friend.
So like literally, I have clients that have been paying me now for years, and we've never met each other like in real life, which is wild. But this is like the opportunities that are available now. So yeah, I just knew marketing was like the skill that I needed. I didn't like love it at the start, but over time, I feel like whatever you like commit to and you start seeing improvements, you get to like it more. Like the better you get at it. So yeah, I do enjoy doing it now, and yeah, that's how I kind of fell onto that. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna acquire the infinity stones of all the skills I need, like Thanos, so I can take over the world.
I'd say it's mad because with marketing, I remember obviously I realized that marketing is the one thing that connects all of the stuff that I want to do. I thought music, modeling, even the gardening business, all of these things, you need to know how to get customers and how to find your audience in it. And then I remember once you explained that to me, I was thinking, wait, that's actually true. My music would be elevated, my modeling would be elevated to get brands. And I realized I was actually doing marketing myself pretty much anyway from the start. Even when I'm going to shoots and I'm going to castings, I'm marketing myself and my image and my Instagram. And then when I'm doing my music, I'm trying to get people to listen to it. And then even with the gardening, I thought if I had the skills that I have now when I had that gardening business, probably would have been a millionaire already. But you know, you learn things over time, innit? But it made me realize, I was like, yo, if I actually just focus on the marketing mainly, all of the other things like you said that I'm already doing are going to be elevated and I'm going to get way better. So even now certain music videos are getting way more views than they used to, innit? Because I know the marketing skill. So it's probably the best skill I think you can have, because you can do it with any business. Literally any business in the world.
Yeah, because there's a lot of like different things people are doing now, like Amazon FBA and stuff like that. Like it's good, but the skills only apply to that certain platform. If you're doing like Amazon, for example, and like with trading, I mean that the markets are always there too, but it's just not something that, I know, like it's not something that I want to be doing, just staring at screens or numbers, even though I kind of do that anyway now, all the time. So I know, like I feel like the skill with marketing, just sales, I feel like life is sales. It's all about just communicating with people, which I think is something that everybody really needs to learn, especially 100%. If you're trying to run a business. But yeah, now it's allowed me to have the freedom to just pretty much do what I want. So I've been full-time in my business since I was like 20. So I'm coming to a point of being a seasoned entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying? So it's going into my third year. And yeah, one big thing is, it was going to help with the music. So me and Mason, we've been rapping for actually a while. You've been rapping for a long
Probably
time. Even just growing up, we'd just be having our, you know, coming up with little raps. He was putting out music a lot
for years.
Younger as well. I used to do like the grime as well.
Yeah, man, Tesco car park grime days.
What's the original?
Heatwave.
Double bass or something. What's the original?
MAA. I don't even know why.
He's been through a few switches in identities over the years.
Only a few. MAA and Mace, that's it.
That's Mace Millions though.
Yeah, I feel like the thing is, we're calling myself Mace Millions. I need to have a million before it's a bit capped, so I'm going to just keep it as Mace for now.
You're already a millionaire. All the money's just not deposited in your bank account yet.
I like that one.
Yeah.
But
yeah, even that, I was thinking, you know what? I want to do music too. And I used to watch The Breakfast Club so much, because I used to listen to a lot of American rap, like Future, and I actually used to like Meat Mill, like my favorite artist growing up, and I used to watch a lot of these Breakfast Club interviews and just artist interviews and stuff, and people talking about bad label deals and this and that, and it was weird to be thinking at 14. I was like, 14, 15, thinking, okay, like, well, these guys in bad label deals, stuff like that. But I was just thinking, like, what does a music label do? All they do is literally just market your music. They first have money and the means to market your music. So if I acquire both of them, what do you need a label for? I feel like that's a way you can guarantee success in whatever you do. If you have the skill and you have money to put behind any of your passions, you can literally guarantee that you make it or you're successful in anything that you do.
100%.
Because how can you fail if you know what to do and also have the money and funds to, fund what you want to do?
Separate piece of the puzzle, isn't it, really?
Yeah. So I was thinking, I always wanted to be a artist and actually put my music out, but I knew it wasn't I had to get my priorities. I can't do everything all at one time. So I was like, okay, I'm going to focus on business first, focus on acquiring the skills. And going through that process, I actually also acquire the money that I need to, put into my art, which is what I'm going to be doing this year. So you did like your local business, we marketed e-com, marketed info products. Now I'm going into music marketing as well. So yeah, that'll be an interesting journey. But yeah, like I thought all of this comes through just like, a lot of it through marketing. And I had the opportunity to actually help loads of people too through this. So like the more I've gone through the process, you get to love it more because there's actually a purpose behind it too. You can actually help a lot of people at the same way as well as building a brand too. So yeah, now we're gonna be applying that to music, taking over the game, playing it completely different.
It's a smart idea for sure because even
Even
adding to that, mama. But even literally just like as an artist, even for me, even though I know marketing, in terms of marketing music, it's completely different. Like, it's, well, in the sense that I just want to do the music, the performances, the writing. There isn't really any agencies available for artists right now who can literally be like, yo, all right, this is what you need to do independently for you to actually monetize your music. It's either label or completely independent, learn yourself. So that would be like the bridge between that fully.
Yeah.
It's a sick idea.
For sure.
Because because with like even I did uni for 2 years, got kicked out in the third one, mainly because I just didn't rate it, to be 100% honest. The course I was actually doing, you need to actually be bothered about what you're doing if you're going to spend 3 years doing it. Yeah. But when we was doing marketing, I think with a lot of courses, they try and do an overview and squeeze it into a 3-year period, and it's like condensed information. So when we're just doing a marketing module, I did not go nowhere near as in depth about marketing as I've gone into depth in the past year, in 2 years, which is mad because I was going to uni, supposed to be every day. But then also digital marketing is such a new thing where they was talking, I feel like it's a little bit outdated going by the book. And it's like, they didn't teach us about Facebook advertisement, Google advertisement, how to bring customers in when I was planning an event. So I feel like maybe it's a bit outdated. So you can learn that from experience, not a book that was written years back. It might have changed now, don't get me wrong, but that's from my experience anyway.
Yeah, you definitely learn a lot of things, and like the real marketers, they're gonna learn how you learn a lot of psychology. Interesting enough, how to. Well, people see it in a bad way, but a lot of it is like manipulating people's emotions. Now that can be taken in. I don't necessarily think morally there's anything wrong with that if it's a product that's actually going to help them solve a problem. But then it can be used. There's a dark side to it where it can be used like either side. In terms of like there was this one client and she was doing like these liquid BBLs on the plastic surgeries and stuff. So a lot of marketing actually is kind of tapping in and like pushing on your insecurities, which is kind of a dark side to it, but it is the truth though. So I don't think personally there's anything bad with it if you're actually selling something that's going to help the person. Like we have like clients, almost our clients like have natural products, whether it's skincare, hair care. Now I'm going to info products, selling things about investing, etc. But then you can use it to sell a product that actually kind of harms people in a way. So it can go either way. So
like when people do advertising for alcohol and like cigarettes, like makes you want it. You know what I mean? It makes you think,
so,
oh yeah, that looks.
And
nice,
you know, like how it literally just fuels everything. Really, it fuels everything, and it's all
psychology. A lot of it.
Yeah, kind of propaganda at the same time. Like you're trying to kind of give people an idea. Yeah, and you're trying to convince people, or the best marketers, it even shifts your beliefs as well. So I just learned how powerful it is and how it fuels everything, and how you actually understand yourself a lot through it, and through just like learning about it, and just if you go really deep into it, you learn about human psychology and like what triggers behaviors and what triggers actions. So a lot of it is actually just learning more about
people,
which is, a very important skill, because everything in life you get through people, right?
Because we're on planet Earth.
Literally. So I wouldn't market any like plastic surgery things. I'm just not for it. I'm not gonna lie. And I got on one call, and then she was saying, after people get like it, they get it can lead to some body dysmorphia, and it's like a rabbit hole where they start like looking and finding more stuff they need to fix. So it just goes down a deeper rabbit hole. So I wouldn't do anything that just goes market anything that goes against like my ethics or morals, because I didn't need to. I don't really need the money. I'm all right now. But I just wouldn't do. There's just some products like if it's anything that's actually harming people,
you don't add to it.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
It's a hard one, isn't it? Because it's even like recently I've been looking into like. But then,
go on. At the same time though, you can look at it in a way where these people are gonna get it anyway. So. Why can't I make my money from it? Like, people are gonna buy alcohol regardless of if you're the one selling it to them. So
you could say the same with a lot of things.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I guess there's two sides to it. It just depends how much you care. But I genuinely just like advertising products that genuinely help people, and it's great to be able to even transform businesses. Like a lot of the businesses, like they've started off really small to become 6-figure businesses, some even hitting 7-figure businesses. Like you can transform someone's whole life from just learning how to connect their message and their product with the right market and growing the business. So I wouldn't advertise anything that I don't personally like or goes against my morals. Everything that I've advertised, I personally like, or a lot of it I'm actually using myself, so I'm actually a customer for it too. So
Well, 20 years from now, so what, I'll be 44 nearly, Ross. Yeah, but to be 100% honest, I think the end goal is always to probably just be a business owner, maybe own a big agency, probably even the ones that we're doing now. Like we've basically got one each now, and I'm working with you. But I think the end goal would be to just do my passions, which for me is mainly music and fashion. And still bits and bobs and having my input of marketing. But in terms of the actual like day-to-day marketing work, I would like if maybe I'd stepped away from that, but still owned a marketing agency. But then mainly just doing the things that I enjoy in terms of like performing and starting new businesses, which would mean, I'm doing bits of marketing in between. But maybe not doing the exact type of marketing work that I'm doing now, exploring other avenues, growing the businesses, and mainly focusing on the things that I enjoy, which is like music, creativity. But I reckon I'll always be doing bits and bobs of it whilst I'm building new businesses. Definitely.
Yeah, I'll second that. It might change the way I'm doing it or like what I'm marketing. But if I'm in business, I'm gonna have to be a marketer too. So.
If you want the business
as long as I'm selling anything, I'm in marketing. So I don't think I'm ever gonna be like not a marketer, but that'll be one of my many identities.
Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed that, getting to know me and Ayo a little bit more. Got some good tips and got to know a little bit more about marketing and kind of what we do, man.
All about the tips.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching the episode. I'm gonna be recording, putting out a lot more content. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that conversation. This is
Makes millions.
and Ayo,
Gangway.
the Alchemist. The Alchemist. Yeah. The reason I chose that is, alchemists, they turn like base metals into gold. But I feel like I'm an alchemist in terms of like I turn ideas into profit for a job. So yeah.
That's good still. Come on.
Come on.